Well, it is the day after Christmas, so many of you at home probably have some brand new gadgets that Santa left under the tree. But before you start surfing or streaming, Kurt the Cyber Guy has some tips to keep your privacy secure as you set up your new high-tech toys. And Kurt joins us now. Hey, Kurt, good morning to you. Merry Christmas.
Carly, good morning to you. Merry Christmas, Happy Boxing Day.
Happy Boxing Day, as they say in the UK. That's right. So what do we need to know to make sure that all of our new stuff doesn't get hacked?
So here's the deals. I mean, we all opened a bunch of great gifts, hopefully, and some of those electronics, and a lot of people just plug them in and get going. Well, I want you to really focus in on something, which is your privacy, which if you've got a new iPhone, an iPad, a Mac, turn on the Find My thing so in case it gets lost, you'll have a way to get it back. If you got a smart TV, you're going to want to disable the ads and the tracking that just watches how you watch TV. Yeah, it's not harmful, but why give that to them? And there's an easy way to do it in online. I show you all the popular models how to do that. And then what are you going to do with the stuff that this might replace? So say if you had an old TV or you had an old phone. Well, sell, donate, or recycle those old devices, but first wipe out the data that's on those devices. I'll show you how to do that also. In general, no matter what you got, if it's electronic, think of these things. Set up really strong passwords and PINs, change whatever's there initially. Enable that two-factor authentication, which is if someone gets your password, they still have to ping you on your phone or whatnot and let you know, hey, is this you? And then you get to say yes, so it's harder for someone to get into your stuff. And then privacy screen protectors, consider one of those if it's a portable device. There's so many nosy people in the world. It's one of the greatest things where it keeps people out of your junk, especially if you're flying on an airplane or you're around a lot of people. It's a great, great investment. It's just a few dollars. And then turn on backups to all of your stuff that's there. And of course, no matter what you have, if it's a phone, if it's a tablet, if it's a computer, get that antivirus protection. Some of the best reviewed online, we have those as well. It's kind of like driving around without a seatbelt. So you got to get protected on all your new stuff that you unwrap this year.
And something tells me that you have all of those tips and more on CyberGuy.com. Is that right, Kurt?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It is
good.
true.
It's a great place to go for all the tech stuff that you need in your life. Okay, so here's a headline from the Wall Street Journal. Amazon is a go-to for toilet paper and batteries. Can it sell cars? Kurt, what do we need to know about this? Amazon just announced that they're going to be selling cars in 2024?
So, Carly, they've dabbled in this in the past, but now they've actually reached an agreement with Hyundai. In 2024, coming up this next year, you're going to be able to just log on to Amazon, and just as easily as you order anything else, you'll be able to order a new Hyundai. And, you know, you'd only go to the dealer to pick up your car. That's really their only interface. So buying on Amazon is now going to be an easy way to get a car. The question is, what do dealers think about this? Because some of them the pilot dealers seem very encouraged because they said they have these open dialogue with Amazon. Because where do dealers make their money? On financing and on upselling extended warranties and things like that. Well, how are they going to do that? Well, Amazon said, okay, we'll work with you on that. So apparently the pilot dealers like this concept. Overall, I think dealerships are threatened by this because what does it do? Eventually, it would cut out the dealership.
Wow, yeah, that would be wild if one day you can put a car in your Amazon cart and then it shows up at your door. But it looks like that's the direction we're heading in. Speaking of directions we're heading in, let's talk about Tesla. And they just announced their next generation of humanoid robots that's about to make its debut. What do we need to know about this? Is it creepy? Is it weird? What's in our future here?
All of the above. It actually could be very helpful in life. I mean, Elon Musk makes all kinds of promises. And then, you know, he's got this sort of like 80% delivery on everything that he does, but it's remarkable what he does. Think about it. He's kind of crazy, but he's kind of a genius at the same time. It is called the Optimus Gen 2 robot, stands 5 foot 11 inches, 121 pounds, travels at 5 miles an hour, can perform a lot of tasks that we don't want to do that's either dangerous, difficult, or just dull. Around 20 grand when this comes out in the future. When is it coming out? We'll let you know because his predictions aren't so great in terms of timeline.
He's kind of crazy. He's kind of a genius, and he's making a humanoid robot. Sounds like a movie, and I don't know if he's the good guy or the bad guy in that movie. Kurt, thank you so much for joining us. Go to cyberguy.com for all your tech needs. Merry Christmas.